morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another episode of Mark Talk Sport. Today, we are going in Haver Field. I am fully hay fevered, everything. So there will be a lot of sniffing. There'll be a lot of me rubbing my eyes because it's just killing me. But today, we are going to go through what's been happening over the past 2 weeks. And at the end, I will be doing speech type thing, doing a plead with the club. But before we get into anything, what I want to say is thank you guys ever so much for all the support you guys have been doing. But there is one problem that we have at the moment. There are 78% of you guys that watch my videos that are not subscribed. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you stick around for more. There'll be a lot more content coming out. I want to find a way that I will be able to maybe live stream on here soon. And maybe do some Football Manager Reading save about Football Manager on this stream as well, on this platform as well. So please stick around. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff. We've got a lot of things happening at the club right now that I want to get through, and there's a lot of things that I need your guys' help with as well. But I can also see here I've got a little the analytics. There we go. 11% of you are watching from the United States of the America, so thank you. 2% from Canada, 2% from Germany, and 1% is in India. So if you guys are here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get instant notification when we go live. And don't forget as well, we do have lots of other channels that we do on TikTok. I have another channel for wrestling. I've been streaming on there as well, and be streaming on Twitch as well for that channel. I'm going to see if I can find a way of streaming on Twitch with this one as well in the future as well. We've got a lot planned, a lot that's going to happen in the future, but I need you guys to stick around and I need you guys to help me out. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then we will go from there. Right, let's get into what's been going on. So as you guys will be know, or you do know, 2 weeks ago, actually I want to see exactly when I've done it. So it was, here we go, the 2nd of June, I recorded and uploaded a video about Chris Wilder, what to expect from him and what we think from him. It's private, it's not on the channel. I made that video because there was a lot of talk that it was a done deal, it was happening, it was going forward, we're going to be seeing him as our new manager. So that's been done. Ever since then, no video has been done since then, so nearly just over 2 weeks. And the last video that was published on here was my mental health video. And I want to say as well, thank you ever so much for all the support. All the love you guys are giving me during that as well. It means a lot. That was a real hard video to make. And to see some of your support on that as well, it means a lot. So thank you ever so much. So let's date back. So it was Alan Nixon, who we know is notorious for blocking everybody, if you don't agree with him. 2 weeks ago, on the 31st of, what fucking hell are we in now? June, May. Said Reading appointment of a new manager is currently in Chris Wilder's hands. And then he updated saying we will have decent money next season. And it's all down to Wilder. Then we get last night from Anthony Smith. Please go check out on Twitter. He put, I've heard from several sources now that Reading hierarchy has disappeared without trace. And Dai Young is looking to sell, which is holding up Wilder's appointment and may even scupper it, hoping that the grand master plan behind it all, but doubt it. So, we know that Mark Bowen is not around at the moment due to a bereavement, and he's not around the training ground or anything at the moment because of what's going on at home. But then there's another one come up from Peter Smith, who does reporting for Stoke, that Jared Dublin, who I met at the Mark Bowen event, and I had a long conversation with him about Reading and about stuff that's going on around the club and everything. Real long conversation after the event, and Bowen had to pry him away from me because I was asking so many questions so they can go home. It's mentioned a couple of times that in Stoke head of recruitment hunt update, he's also might be going to Stoke. Understand that this one has been planned out by Alex Neil and Ricky Martin, along with Scott Kumba. So Jared Bowen, who is come into this club from Sheffield United, was the master plan behind getting Sheffield United back to the Premier League, and keeping them there for a year. And with the recruitment side, going around looking, scouting, finding the right type of players for Sheffield United and bringing them in. Really nice bloke. But this is another kick in the bollocks. Courtney Friday has tweeted out saying, so as things stand, threadbare squad, players with release clauses are looking elsewhere. There's no manager, the board have gone AWOL, and staff are looking for jobs elsewhere. So Dai Young is apparently looking to sell the club, and according to some sources and some reports I've seen and some people I've spoken to, he gets offers about the club monthly. But for some reason, he's decided to do it now. But the issue is there's another issue we've got is we don't get out of this transfer embargo until the 1st of July. So if all of this is true and all of this facts is correct about what's going on, then he's just recently as well put £6 million into the club, which we all thought it was like a peace offering for Chris Wilder, but apparently it was. Reading have to pay £2 million a month to run the club, staff wages, player wages, all of that type of thing, and the cash reserves ran dry, so he's paid it for the next 3 months. I'm getting. So I've been sat here thinking about the best way to explain how I feel. Best way to come out and do it. As I said, I'm going to do like a plea to the club, and this is basically what it is. We've had no communication from you guys about anything. The last communication we had, and Naby Sarr, who has left the club with a release clause, that no one knew about up until then. And you've tweeted since Naby Sarr was found out about 3 days after he left. And the statement reads this, right? Royal said about Naby Sarr expected to trigger a release clause in his contract to take up a new opportunity overseas. Without any formal approach submitted to the club for the centre-half, Sarr was to remain a registered player with the Royals whilst he was under contract with the club. However, the defender who turns 30 this summer is now expected to formally activate the contractual clause to allow him leave RG2 and sign for Qatari side. Not even going to try it. Sarr put pen to contract last summer. He scored after 3 months injured absence. He went on to make a 23 start across the 20 career. Everyone would wish Naby Sarr the best in his future. So to me, when I read that, there's release clauses in their contracts, which means they can just leave. There's no money in it. They could just go. And yeah, I think I understand why they've done that. They probably couldn't sign the player without it. And to keep him around as well. And you're going to just get rid of the wages as well if they just go and you're not going to ask for any money. But to find out 3 days after it was actually signed is a bit of a kick in the bollocks. There's tweets beyond belief. There's been 2 tweets since then, and we don't know any more about what's going on. We have no idea what's happening. We've got the journalists don't even know what's happening that can keep us up to date. We're relying on Reading fans to try and find out, to try and get their sources to understand what's going on. It's just becoming a bit of a sticky situation. Look, if Dai Young does want to sell the club, sell it. Get it done quick. Get it done. Get your money and go and give it to someone else that can help us move forward. If he isn't, why is this holding up then? What is in your mind that's stopping you from signing the stuff that you need to sign? Are you waiting till the 1st of July so when the embargo goes, you'll be able to do what you want? You'll be able to pay who you want. You'll be able to do stuff. You have some restriction, but not a lot. But we could have a wealth beyond anyone else that we could go in. We're currently getting infighting between one podcast to another. And for once, it's not even me having a go about the Chris Wilder situation. We're getting a lot of updates about nonsense at the moment, and no one really understands or is willing to explain what's going on. It's becoming to a point now where I'm getting worried. I'm not getting worried, I'm getting impatient. I still believe that we've got the core players here that be able to do a good job for us next season. But if we don't add to that and we don't have a good manager with that, then I don't see us doing very well next year. And that's the worry. We need to get back into that championship quick. And we need to get back there now. We can't be in League One. We can't be doing what Portsmouth did. We can't be doing what Sunderland have done. Can't be doing what Sheffield Wednesday were doing. We've got to get back there quick and fast. Once we're in there, we can then carry on building to get back into the promised land. But at the moment, something needs to happen. We need communication. I understand Bowen's going through something at the moment. I get that. But there's other people at that club that will be able to say something and do something. Star have apparently requested a meeting with the board to go through some questions that they have to get some answers. I don't think you're going to get what you want out of that. The club are very well known to play Star like a fiddle. And they don't really give a shit, let's be honest here. It's just worrying times ahead. Worrying times to a point where I don't really know what to say or do. I've obviously got my season ticket. I'm obviously going to go. But this club should not be in League One. This club is a championship club, and we deserve to be there. You don't deserve anything. I'll take that back. You don't deserve anything. You should always fight, and wherever you end up is where you are. You don't ever have a right to be in a league because of the name or the structure of where you've been before. And I always say that. It's like they were saying Everton's too big to go down, or Newcastle was too big to... No, they weren't playing well enough. They don't deserve to stay up. And we got the points deduction that shouldn't have happened. We would have stayed up if we didn't have that points deduction. But at the same time, we weren't good enough to stay up. We weren't playing the right brand of football. We weren't playing the right brand of things to actually give a shit about what was going on. And now we're seeing the players that actually care about the club or don't care about the club anymore. And it's just very worrying. So we just need to make sure that whatever happens, the one thing we can't do is infight around the fans. And there's one podcast that love to do that. Love to say they've never said something before and love to do it all the time. And you know who you are, because I know you see this, and I'm not stupid. We need to stop infighting and start supporting. We need to find a way of getting answers. Find a way of doing something, because at this point, it looks bleak. And it's become worrying. Yeah, and I don't really know what we're going to do, what we can do to try and help that. So that's where I need you guys. I need you guys in the comments down below. And I need you guys to come up to tell me, what do you guys want us to see us do? I'm going to carry on making these videos to do whatever I can. But what do you guys need from the club? What do you guys want to hear? What is going on? What do you guys think is going to happen? Put it all down in the comments and we'll have a chat down there. But yes, hay fever is kicking my fucking ass. With that, that is the end of the video. Before we go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There are 78% of you guys that are not subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed so you will get a notification if we go live with anything in the future. And don't forget just to stick around. Give it a like. Hit the thumbs up button. More people do that, and the more people comment, the more people will watch it. So with that, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. Hopefully we're here something, and next week we'll just do updates until it. Peace.